I'm about to finish my first week of 75 hard tomorrow, and it's been a week. It's been a week. But before I even get into that, I want to talk about my winter arc first. Now, I started my winter arc back in mid-November. And if you're wondering, Josephine, what even is a winter arc? What are you talking about? Well, in summary, a winter arc is a glow up journey, and it's done during winter. And so I asked ChatGPT for you, and this is what it said. The TikTok version of a winter arc often plays out as a personal glow up or transformation story where users document their journey through the colder months, using the seasonal shift as a backdrop for growth. A winter arc on TikTok might follow a before and after narrative that reflects personal growth, self-improvement, or changes, all framed within the cold, introspective, or festive energy of winter. So I will be turning 36 in a few months, and last year I have started some changes in my skin. I noticed that my pores have become more noticeable, and I started getting like really small tiny wrinkles. Now maybe I'm just being a little too self-critical or nitpicky, but I don't know, like if I can prevent it, I'm gonna do my best to prevent something. I enjoy aging, but not aging physically. I know we're all going to age at some point, but if I can extend or delay that point, I'm gonna do that. So thanks to all the sales going on back in November, and I bought a lot of skincare products at the time. I bought the viral Medicube skincare device. I bought a lot of Medicube products, and I've been moisturizing my skin not just on my face but also on my entire body, just because if you've been watching my videos, you'd know that I have super dry skin, not just on my face, like my entire body, to the point where my lip cracked right in the middle out of dryness. So I have to like really be diligent with moisturization if I don't want to be in pain. So I've been very diligent with my skincare. I've been doing my skincare religiously morning and night since mid-November. Now here's another thing. I gained 20 pounds over the summer and fall. Yes, 20 pounds. In 6 months, and I'm not really a fan of that. And so back in November I thought, why not do the 75 hard challenge? I've been wanting to do this challenge for a long time now, and maybe this is the perfect time to do it, because I really want to lose those lbs. So the reason why I was deterred to do this challenge the past few years is not because I have no trust in my own self-discipline, but it's because I know myself and I know that I get easily overwhelmed and burnt out. Now that's like a personal struggle that I've been dealing with for a very long time, and so this challenge is really going to challenge that part of me. And another thing is that the past 3 years, my husband and I, we moved twice, and we've actually also been traveling a lot. And so, when traveling, I really want to enjoy myself. I want to immerse myself in whatever it is that we are doing. And so I don't want to do this type of challenge when I'm traveling, because I know that if I do this, I'm not going to enjoy myself. I just don't want to feel like I'm limited. And back in November, I thought, January to March 2025, we don't really have any travel plans. My husband's work schedule is full, and I feel very motivated. I feel like I can do this. I have the whole December to prepare myself and my husband. I'm a housewife, by the way, so I do a lot of like the house chores. Not big on cleaning though, but I do the cooking. I do a lot of cooking. I do like the grocery shopping, laundry, stuff like that. And so obviously I have to let my husband know that this is what I'm going to do for the next 3 months, 2.5 months to 3 months. And he supports me, and I'm very grateful of that. And so now we're here in 2025, and I'm about to finish my first week of 75 Hard tomorrow. Now, let's get into 75 Hard. What is a 75 Hard? Let's ask ChatGPT again. So according to ChatGPT, 75 Hard is a mental toughness program created by the entrepreneur and author Andy Frisella. It is designed to help individuals build discipline, improve physical fitness, and develop mental resilience through a set of specific daily tasks that must be completed for 75 consecutive days. So it is structured around the 5 core tasks that must be done every day without exception for the entire 75-day period. So first is following a diet, and what I'm doing at the moment is calorie counting, calorie deficit. So basically you can eat anything you want as long as it's within the caloric deficit. But obviously I don't do that. First of all, I don't want to get hungry. And I also want to fuel my body for my workouts. So for example, I eat a bag of chips for breakfast. Now that bag of chips is probably my entire caloric intake for the day, and I'd be for sure hungry even way before lunchtime. So that's not very smart. So I'm not gonna do that. I want to be able to fuel my body the entire day. I want to be able to fuel my body for my workouts. And so with that being said, the second task is to do 2 workouts per day, both for 45 minutes, and one of the 2 workouts should be done outdoors. Now, I am not going to work out outdoors. I think my reason for not doing that is valid. So I've actually been stalked multiple times in my life. The first was when I was 14 years old. I still remember the details. I'm not gonna tell the story, but that was the first time. I was 14 years old, and I was actually just recently been stalked at a bookstore, and I was with my husband at the time. So we were separated for just a few minutes. I was at the second floor of this bookstore and my husband was on the first. And the thing with me is that I'm always aware of my surroundings, and not just because of my experiences with stalking, but because I also grew up in Metro Manila, Philippines, and I used to commute back in the day. And so you actually have to have that skill. Is that a skill? And you always have to be hyper aware, not just because there are a lot of creeps, but also because there are a lot of pickpockets. If you don't want to lose your money, your cell phone, your bag, you have to be always aware of your surroundings in Metro Manila, especially if you're a commuter. So, that's just something that's built in me. So while we were at the bookstore, there was this person beside me looking at the same section as I was. Now, I wasn't really paying attention to him because I was, busy looking at books. I was just aware of his presence, right? So I was done looking at that section, and so I was, going around looking at other sections and other book genres. And I noticed that wherever I went, he was also in that same vicinity. And so I thought, is this person following me? And so I decided to go down the first floor, and I didn't go straight to my husband because I really want to make sure, is this person actually stalking me? And then when I was already in the first floor, I saw him going down the escalator. And then again, he's in my, vicinity. And so that's when I decided to go to my husband, and I told him what was happening. I don't know if he believed me at first, but he for sure believed me eventually, because that person followed us up to check out. I think we went around, my husband and I, we went around for another 10 minutes, and he was just there wherever we were. And so when I decided to do the 75 hard, I'm just no, I'm not gonna work outdoors. I'm just not gonna risk my safety. And so yeah. But anyway, for my workouts, so for my first workout, I do what I call a walking pad workout. So it's a walking pad workout because I walk for 10 minutes, and then after that I do a series of exercises with light weights for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then I do that whole thing for 4 times. So that's actually almost about an hour, maybe more than an hour. And for my second workout, I've been doing YouTube mat Pilates workouts. So I've been doing Move with Nicole workouts since I think 2022, 2023. And so that's what I've been doing for most of my second workout. And then I also recently discovered this Pilates YouTuber. Her name is Pilates with Izzy. A lot of her workouts are with weights, with light weights, and so that's like a bit more challenging. I tried it once and it's super hard. And so that's actually another goal of mine, is to finish a whole 45-minute Pilates workout with weights flawlessly without pausing or stopping, because it really is difficult. So the third task is to drink a gallon of water. Not a problem, I can do that. Although what I noticed during my first week is that it was a challenge, you know. I always had to remind myself to drink water, because if I don't, I'm gonna have to like drink everything towards the end of the day. And I actually did that one, well, not everything, like I was on my second bottle. So I have a half a gallon tumbler, which I fill the night before or in the morning, and I finish that first bottle before lunch, and then I refill around after lunchtime, and then I drink the second bottle the whole afternoon up until evening. And there's this one day when I was just busy editing my videos that I forgot to drink water, so I had to cram drinking that bottle of water before I went to bed. Well, I think I had like 3 hours to finish like a lot of water, but still, you know, that's a short amount of time for that volume of water. So yeah, so that's a bit of a challenge for my first week of 75 hard. So the fourth task is you have to read 10 pages of your nonfiction book of choice every single day. So that's not a big of a challenge for me because I love reading. But the thing is, I do enjoy reading fiction books. Now, I do like nonfiction books, but I consume them in their audiobook format. So I like listening to nonfiction audiobooks. Reading them sometimes make me sleepy because sometimes it's not very exciting, and so it doesn't keep me like, you know, up, unlike when reading a really good fast-paced fiction book. Sometimes that actually keeps me up at night, you know, when reading a super fast-paced, super exciting fiction book. But yeah, and the fifth task that I actually don't plan on doing is taking a progress picture. Now, I do understand why that is necessary, but I don't know. I don't think I need to do that. I have taken like a first day picture. I don't know. I don't think I need it. So yeah, so that's my winter arc, and I plan on making this a series. And so if you want to go through this journey with me, then don't forget to like and subscribe, and I guess I will talk to you soon.